UN agency receives funding for continued assistance to communities in Kenya. Since 2016, the Kalobei settlement in Turkana County has been promoting the self-reliance and integration of refugees and the host population. The United Nations Human Settlements Program, or UN Habitat, with financial aid from the government of Japan, has pursued an economic development plan that includes the related components of water and sanitation, health, agriculture, education, and security. Recently, Japan made an additional donation of almost $1.5 million that will provide improved access to basic social support, emergency response, and pandemic recovery services, as well as promote private sector infrastructure investments that would yield employment opportunities. Japan is a shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, Generosity, and Animal Protection laureate. Our sincere appreciation, UN Habitat and Japan, for your generous self-giving. We pray that all vulnerable individuals will feel heaven's loving embrace and bask in the brighter days to come.
India's coronavirus statistics likely fueled by potent variants. The nation was caught off guard by a second wave of infections that started in February 2021 and then surged through March and April. Scientists were initially unsure to what extent B1617, the virus lineage first identified in India, was responsible. Large crowds have been allowed to gather without masks for election rallies and religious festivals around the country. But in May, the World Health Organization reclassified B1617 as a variant of concern due to information suggesting that it is more transmissible than the original virus and may sometimes evade attempts to neutralize it. Nonetheless, officials are confident that vaccines still offer protection. Our profound gratitude, World Health Organization, and all medical personnel who are sacrificing their well-being for the sake of others. May humanity awaken at once to the comprehensive vegan solution in divine wisdom.
Ocean Conservation Group uses technology to encourage empathy. Climate change, overfishing, and pollution have ruined close to half of all shallow water coral reefs. But Dr. Erica Woolsey is working to correct that. The marine biologist uses virtual reality to recreate the experience of diving and elicit from viewers a willingness to participate in saving these seas. Through her San Francisco-based nonprofit organization, The Hydras, Dr. Woolsey has given more than 1 million people access to swimming underwater and observing for themselves the deterioration of the environment. In the 2019 award-winning film Immerse, Dr. Woolsey provides a guided tour of the coral reefs around Palau, promoting awareness and human connection. Bravo, Dr. Erica Woolsey and the Hydras. Your amazing work is opening eyes and touching hearts. We pray that humanity will join together to protect the exquisite and life-supporting oceans in celestial oneness.
Tires of the future will incorporate recycled plastics. Multinational tire company Michelin, headquartered in France, is committed to achieving 40% sustainable materials in its tires by 2030. The manufacturer has partnered with Carbios, a French biochemistry firm that invented an enzymatic approach to recycling polyethylene terephthalate or PET. This is the type of plastic commonly fashioned into single-use bottles. Unlike thermomechanical methods that weaken the PET, the Carbios process depolymerizes it without loss of quality. Michelin can then use the material to make high-tech reinforcement fibers for its tires. By 2050, the industry leader foresees recycling 3 billion bottles a year and turning out tires that are 100% renewable. We applaud you, Michelin and Carbios, for demonstrating that plastic waste can be a viable raw material. May other businesses follow your example and advance the circular economy to become an industrial reality and heavenly delight.
Grandmother's artistic talent blossoms after 60 years. In 2017, Chung Lee of New York, USA suffered a hemorrhagic stroke that temporarily paralyzed her right side. She enrolled in a therapy program and meanwhile had to learn how to do everything with her left hand. One day, she picked up one of her grandchild's paintbrushes and started putting color on a blank piece of paper. Her movements were surprisingly fluid and intuitive. Although she had never painted before, she found she could easily depict a charming nature scene. This led to a full-time hobby of educating herself about art and creating new works. Recently, for National Stroke Awareness Month, Ms. Chun produced a new painting every day and posted photos on her Facebook page to help raise awareness. Congratulations, Chun-Li, on your recovery and discovery. We pray that other convalescents will be heartened to know that when one door closes, the providence will open another.
Food discounts vegan products to match cost of animal-based counterparts. The food division of the cooperative group in the United Kingdom has recently invested £1.7 million to make 29 products in its Grow Vegan range more affordable. For example, the prices of Grow meatless sausages and burgers have been reduced for a greater than 50% savings. Co-op Food announced the move in a press release calling out the industry-wide practice of charging more for plant-based items. A company executive said the disparity is unfair to vegetarians, vegans, and flexitarians. Moreover, meat and dairy substitutes should be more accessible so that increasing numbers of people can have a positive impact on the world. 3 cheers, Co-op Food. Your enlightened perspective makes us smile and boosts our confidence that World Vegan is right around the corner in heaven's uplifting rays.
Clever first responders managed to retrieve stranded cats. When neighborhood residents in Bolu, Turkey discovered that 3 kittens were stranded on a rooftop, they contacted emergency services. When firefighters arrived on the scene, they were initially unable to reach the little ones. One of the rescuers creatively thought of using his cellular phone to play a video of cats meowing loudly. Fortunately, the desperate kitties responded to the feline sounds and ventured closer to the responder, allowing him to pick them up. Once they were back on the ground, the trio found their worried mother and the family was happily reunited. Thank you, emergency personnel, for your dedication and quick thinking. May all youngsters on earth be shielded from harm and blessed with fulfilling lives in divine benediction.